The USFL with their second championship game this year, and once again, back-to-back, the Birmingham Stallions winning for the second one as well of the USFL 2.0, 28-12 win over the Pittsburgh Maulers. And the league MVP, Alex Mago, once again added 4 touchdown passes to go along with 64 rushing yards. But not the MVP is his receiver, Deion Kane, who is the MVP of the championship game with 3 of those touchdowns. You might not remember, but he did play for the Colts and the Steelers in the NFL, coming out of Clemson. A later round pick who a lot of people were high on. He just never quite materialized at the NFL, but you see here in the USFL, showing that when 75% of your catches go for touchdowns, that will do. Mago throwing for 8 touchdowns and adding 148 yards on the ground throughout the playoff run. An absolutely incredible show by Birmingham, who last year, a little bit more on the ground. They controlled it on the ground. They ran through everybody, played good defense. This year, they turned it into an air raid. Like Skip Holtz and that team, they're firing on all cylinders. I know it's early in the USFL, but we presume it's going to be around a while. And they got the formula early on. They definitely got they got whatever magic sauce or spices, whatever's in that stew. They figured it out early.
Yeah, look, that's some homegrown cooking right there. That's what that is. No, it was absolutely fantastic. Obviously, me being the Stallions fan here, it's great to see back to back. And you mentioned it; they did it 2 different ways, 2 different seasons. Jamar Smith and team, that team was a very much ground and pound. They're gonna run it down your throat, and you're gonna have to swallow it. But a great defense as well. This year, all those great defensive players. You look at Scooby Wright potentially at middle linebacker. Injured pretty much most of the season for the Stallions, so it was a tough sled. Honestly, there's a laundry list of guys for the Stallions that were on the injured list there going in the championship game, and most of them, if they were playing on the field, would make some sort of impact somewhere or another. So a pretty much all-star bench injury list for the Stallions. Still able to pull it out against the surprise Pittsburgh Maulers. Let's be honest, because we didn't know what to get from them, and once they got going and once everything got underway, it was absolutely fun to watch them. A good turnaround by the Maulers. Got to give them credit for that. But yeah, it was a fun USFL season. I'm ready to see season 3. If you guys missed it, by the way, our good friend Zach and the ref did hold their summer stock there at Canton as well. Summer stock 2, so they're getting ready for spring stock 3 next year at the opening of the USFL, and there's rumors that they might be opening up a new central location for teams to play out of. So maybe they're going to New Orleans potentially now. So we'll have to wait and see. It could be a case where one team, maybe Detroit plays actually in Michigan by themselves now, or maybe they get a further northeast situation where they put New Jersey and Pittsburgh in closer to maybe their cities. We'll have to wait and see, but yeah, it's been a fun USFL season 2. I can't wait for season 3 of it for sure.
Absolutely. And I just want to reiterate what you said too. Shout out to our boy, Zach Kyleman. He's been on the show a few times, always on there with 4th4, with doing a wonderful job throughout this USFL season and the whole team. So if you haven't followed them, haven't checked them out, you definitely want to go do so. Everything you need for alternate football. He is the guy, the man, the myth, the legend. Zach Attack himself, whatever you need, he's your guy. And just to hammer on the last thing about how good Birmingham has been, 24 total games played, 21.